Hey, it's Fabian, and this video is about how to reduce churn and dispute rates. So if you suffer from this and your clients request refunds or don't want to provide referrals, or you have problems to upsell your backend program or service to any of your clients, then this video is for you, because I break down what you need to do and what you can do in order to really lower dispute rates and churn. So I experienced this firsthand with my old team within the consulting team. So clients were telling us that they did expect something else from the sales call and from our product that they have bought. So they weren't really happy, and I had to look on the product and the fulfillment, and everything looked good from the outside, from an objective view. So the first thing that I really can tell you here, it's mostly not about your product or service from the objective view. It's more a subjective view. So it's more about the feeling that the client has about you and your service. And in order to provide a better feeling for your client, there are several small, really crucial steps in order to transition from sales to fulfillment, to get these expectations right. And this is all what I want to provide you within this video, so that you create a better experience for your clients, so that they are more happy, will refer you more, and you are able to upsell any other products to your clients. So this is all about within this video here. So it's really about this transition from the sales into the fulfillment, because when I look at companies, it's mostly completely separate. So a client buys within the sales team, and then he is handed over to the fulfillment team, but there's no smooth fulfillment transition. Even if you have an online course and you sell via a landing page, completely automated, most of the time there is not a nice transition from the sales into the fulfillment. And I will also cover this point. So how you do this transition from the sales into fulfillment if you have an online course which you sell automated. First, let's stick with the service, because then you can really understand it more in detail, in granular detail, what needs to happen in order to get a great experience there for your client. So when someone is on the sales call and you can sell them a service or a one-on-one coaching, consulting, whatever, then you should transition already in the sales call into fulfillment, that you really set the expectations, what they really bought right now. And you do this in several things or several perspectives. So first, the client really needs to understand what happens next. So what are the next steps? And this is not about sending them an email, what are the next steps? So you want to really make it clear to them. To provide you an example, with our consulting team, when a client was sold, then on the sales call, the sales rep already booked the appointment for our client for an onboarding call, so that the client really knew, okay, when is my onboarding call? When is the next step happening? Then he got also additionally the email with the confirmation of what he has bought, and also a roadmap how this complete consulting product will work for them, and what are the next steps and how he will experience this. But this was really crucial, that the client really knew, okay, what is the next step? So if you book or if you have an onboarding for your clients, then really schedule the call already in the sales call. So you might think, okay, how do I do this if I just have an online course? So within an online course that you're selling automated, it's the same thing. You really want to have an onboarding video which is directly related within the sales process. either on the landing page, or you directly acknowledge them to your member site, and there they should watch the first video, and this video should explain, the first video should explain everything in detail. It's the most crucial thing what you can do, and I can tell you it's the same for the service, and if you have an online course, it's completely the same. Setting the expectations right will lower your churn and dispute rate afterwards. Whenever a client approached me or any other consultant within my team, it was about the expectations which aren't set correctly in the beginning of this journey with the client. It was never something else. It was only going back to this expectation a client had when he bought. And if you use sales reps and have good sales reps who can really handle objections well, I don't have anything about objection handling. It's a great thing, but sometimes sales reps use this very effectively and don't look what is happening with this client. So I noticed this, that clients kind of were just sold to, the product to, and expected something really much bigger than you really deliver. And this is not a good experience if you have to lower then the experience afterwards in an onboarding, or also with your online course, where you really have to set the expectations and leveraging this out. So really make sure that you only sell what you really deliver. And how you do this online or this onboarding process, it's really about, how does it look like if you really want to set the expectations right? So there are several things to it. So first, you really have to tell them what are the next steps. So when is something happen? So if you are in the sales call, when will the onboarding call happen? Or if someone buys your course via a landing page, completely automated, so they need to have this confirmation email, and then in the confirmation email there must be a link directly to the onboarding call, onboarding video within your training environment. If you use Kajabi or whatever, or school, the first video within your members area where they get all the value, there must be one video, or even better, a personalized onboarding call that you really can set the expectations right. So you set the expectations about how it works, what to really expect, what do you expect from them, not only what do you expect or what can they expect from your side. You also need to really clarify what you expect from them and how you should work or want to work with them, and what they are, what they should deliver or must deliver, and how you really define your values and how you really want to have this relationship with your clients. And the third thing is really, how do they get support if something is off? How do you want a client to approach you when they have a problem with your training or with your delivery service? It doesn't matter if it's one-on-one or within a training video. So you really want to have this clarified within this first video or in this one-on-one onboarding call, where you clearly articulate where can the client approach you in order to get support. And if you have these three things already in place, I guarantee you will get lower churn and dispute rates with your clients, and you can upsell them later on much more easily because they get a much better experience. And whenever you experience something which is off and your client doesn't get the result, just look on this transition from the sales call or the sales process into the fulfillment, because nearly 100%, it's almost this step in between how you transition from sales to fulfillment, that there's something off that the expectations aren't right and your client doesn't experience the value that they expect. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one.